Yo, back at it again, man. New video. It's a brand new day. Um, I hope you have an amazing start for your new week, and I hope you had a blessed weekend. I hope everything was going your way, and let's get into it. So, I was thinking today. I was driving on my way to work, and I started thinking like sometimes you just gotta be like delusional about like everything you do. You know what I mean? So like I'm sure how a lot of people have heard about SpaceX, Elon Musk, all that stuff, right? Now, keep in mind that guy is nutty, man. You gotta keep an eye on that guy. World domination 101. And yes, there's gonna be people that are going to say that he's very like innovative X, Y, and Z. But like, listen, like however you put it, however you paint it, no matter the innovation, somebody always has an agenda. Okay, so let's keep it a buck. Okay, like whether if it is like the president of the United States, the president of China, the president of Planet Namek, people are going to be innovative as long as they're a leader, and they're going to have their own agenda to fulfill. Now, based on the side that you pick on, that agenda can either contribute towards good or evil. Whichever side you're on is about perspective, right? So you can be on the evil side, but if you're standing on that side, you're gonna be like looking at it as in like, hey, I'm from the greater good. And if you're on the opposite side, you're gonna be looking at the evil side, and they're gonna be like, yo, like those heifers are no good for the world, right? At the end of the day, man, there's only one good and one good only, and that's our creator, the most high, and he has the final say. With that being said, he can also utilize evil to fulfill his final goal that will be for the whole entire universe. Anyways, so before I go on a rant. So I was thinking, man, I'm like, yo, so this guy went on and fulfilled his dream, his plan, right? Now, like, whenever he puts himself out there, like, he'll be saying some crazy shit, and people a lot of the time will be like, yo, this guy's nuts, you know. The same thing goes for the president of the United States. The same goes for the CEO or CFO, the owner of Meta. The same thing goes for the person who started Amazon, the company. It doesn't matter, right? So I started thinking, I'm like, yo, like sometimes you just gotta be motherfucking delusional about everything you do. Now, at first, people are not gonna be on board with you, and who cares? That doesn't matter. But as long as like you're on board with yourself and you're in tune with the Most High, and the Most High gives you the green light, listen, like the Most High told Moses to go up in the dungeons and the royalties where the Pharaoh was at, and was like, tell him that I told you to let my people go. Now, at the time, Moses was like, he had a hard time forming his words, and he was not so good at public speaking, and like, he was like, yo, like this was my brother, right? You really want me to tell them? And who do you want me to say that sent me? And he was like, I am, right? So the Most High had a plan to fulfill. Now, in Moses' perspective, he's like, if I go up to Pharaoh, this guy's gonna think I'm nuts, you know. But sometimes you just gotta go with it, and you just gotta. The minute that something gives you the green light, the minute that your intuition, your gut, you know, Yahuwah tells you, go, my boy, go, my girl, you just gotta do it no matter if you look insane to other people. Now keep in mind, okay, that doesn't mean that you're gonna go right now and like in front of like a crowd of people and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be like the next trillionaire in the world, and then you spend the next couple of months just like scrolling on Instagram or whatever, and like wilding out and enjoying your crazy summer, whatever, go next. blah blah blah, right? Now if you're putting in the work, if you're doing the research, if you're doing the proper things that you got to do to reach that goal, and you're a decent human being and you're staying out the way, and you're out here saying that you're gonna do things that other people think that are not achievable, yo, the chances are that you actually will achieve those things. You know what I mean? Because you're setting yourself up for success. And that's the thing, right? That in this society that we're living in, there's not enough delusional people that are setting themselves up for success. Like if you take it way back in the day, like think about like Michelangelo and Leonardo and Raphael. And I know that sounds like the Ninja Turtles, but those were actual innovative people that were delusional at one point, and they were like, "Yo, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna go and do this type of art thing." Like look at Pablo Picasso. This guy will be like doing. Pablo Picasso is not that old if you think about it. Like he will be like drawing things, and he was like telling people on the streets like, "I'm gonna be the next one," and people were like, "This just looks like a scribble." Like, so sometimes you gotta be like that. Like, sometimes you gotta actually go the Kanye West way, as crazy as he might seem to the public. But yo, that guy, like, he'll be like innovative with whatever he put his hands on. I'm not co-signing everything he does, but like majority of like his music and majority of his fashion literally influence like so many companies out there, whether people want to admit it or not. Remember like when he was like dropping like Yeezy season 2, that influenced so many companies out there, from Adidas to Nike to Guess to like fast fashion. Like the guy was like so innovative with like fashion, like that even till this day, man, like companies will still be putting out like a replica of how his Yeezy shoes look like, you know. So be delusional, and in my culture, like there's a saying, soñar no cuesta nada, dreaming has no cost. You know what I mean? So like go and start dreaming before they put a cap on that too, and inflation and all that. All right. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed week. Yo, like it's summer, but for some reason today has been cool. I don't know. The weather is up and down. The weather is also delusional. Sometimes you gotta take it how it comes. But regardless of that, have a blessed day. Stay safe. Keep the most at first, and stay hydrated. Peace.